Back here on Inside the Association, I'm Tyler Jacobs. In just over 6 years, Rudy Gobert has gone from a 27th overall pick, averaging just 9 minutes a game, to a two-time Defensive Player of the Year, and now a first-time NBA All-Star. Our insider Shams Charania sat down with Gobert during the All-Star weekend here in Chicago. Check out that conversation right now.
Here with Jazz center Rudy Gobert. Rudy, appreciate you coming up here, taking the time. You know, last year, your goal was to be an All-Star. You showed your emotion. What was it like this year when you finally got that word that you are an All-Star? How emotional were you?
I was excited. I mean, obviously, you know, it's something that I've been dreaming about since I was a kid. So it's something that, you know, I wanted to accomplish at one point. You know, it's kind of like the things that, you know, when you won Defensive Player of the Year or NBA and all that, you wanna be All-Star, and it's great to finally be able to experience it.
Right. That clip of you kind of showing your emotion went viral, right? But was this more of a relief when you got the word that you were an All-Star, something you expected?
I mean, it was the emotion was more about talking about my background and, you know, my mom, and, you know, most people don't really know the real story. So I mean, nobody really knows. So it's, you know, there's a lot of things that sometimes you show emotions and people want to be, you know, people want to knock you down for it. But I think showing emotions just show that you care about something. You know, when you strive for something and, you know, you strive to be the best you can be, it's sometimes you give your all, and it can be emotions.
So like you said, you know, your family members, your agents, Boona, Jeremy, like these guys all believed in you, you know, as you were growing up. But explain your story. Like, how improbable is it for a player like you right now to be in a position where you're an All-Star with your teammate, you know, multiple time, you know, hopefully Defensive Player of the Year as well, et cetera?
It's amazing. It's amazing when you look at where it all started, and, you know, just not being in the national team when I was 16, and, you know, not being considered as one of the best of my generation, and just kept working, and, you know, and in the shadows, and, you know, just kept, you know, try to keep getting better, and being drafted, you know, 27, considered as a guy that is going to be a role player at best, and you know, it just shows that, you know, when you work and when you believe in yourself, and of course you surround yourself with the right people, and, you know, in the right organization, it's anything can happen.
I mean, is that motivating to you? Like, you were a guy, like you said, you know, he'll be a role player, you know, a guy that'll maybe do a double-double at his peak. But I mean, now you're looking at it, you know, you're haters now. You're like, I'm an All-Star.
Yeah, and there's still, you know, a lot of people that doubt, you know, and it's great. You know, the more things keep going forward, you know, the more people are going to keep doubting, and that's kind of the beauty of it. You know, it's I kind of thank the doubters in a way, because it's you know, there are people that believe in me, and there are people that do the opposite, and, you know, it's the same in life, and it's the same in sport in general.
So this year you have a chance potentially to be an All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year. How motivating is that for you? I mean, that's where you hang your hat on, obviously.
I mean, it's very motivating. You know, it's like I said, it's all about what we do as a team. It's about you know, the bond that we have, and not just me and Donovan, but the group of guys that without who none of this is possible. And, you know, obviously I want to be a Defensive Player of the Year again this year, and, you know, we're gonna do it as a team again, like we've done the last 2 years.
And, you know, you and Donovan obviously are the leaders of this Jazz team. You guys have great role players, Mike Conley, et cetera. But you guys, for the most part, are the focal points of this team. But how much for you, obviously Donovan's that offensive player, but how much do you continue to want more out of yourself on both ends of the floor, whether it's offense or defense?
I just keep striving every day, you know, I just want to win. The goal is to win a championship. And, you know, I know when we lost in the playoffs the last few years, you know, every summer I try to, you know, I was asking myself, what can I do better to help the team take the next step? And, you know, it's all about, people talk about offensively, defensively. I just want to keep striving anywhere, you know, be a better leader, you know, just be able to lead this team to better results. And, you know, I feel like I'm as good as I've ever been on the court and off the court, and I'm excited to see what we're going to accomplish, you know, this year and in the coming future.
So where did you focus in as far as offensively, right? You know, this is a changing game, but the way you've been able to finish inside, it's a lot better than it's been in years past.
Yeah, just being able to, you know, put more pressure on the defense, not just by rolling to the basket, but, you know, doing some other stuff. I think my passing got better. You know, be able to attack off the dribble and and draw fouls and finish off contact. You know, it's something that I work on, and you know, and obviously the shot. You know, it's all the things that I work on every day, and you know, that I think can help us take another step as a team.
Are we going to see you continue to step out a little bit?
Maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight. All right, there you go. And lastly, you know, you guys added Mike Conley. He was expected to be, you know, that third potential star. He's eased himself. You know, now he's starting to play at that level again after a couple injuries. But how much sense of urgency are you guys going to have the second half of the year? You guys are right there as one of the contenders in the West.
I mean, we take every game like it's a playoff game. You know, we want to have that mindset because we know that at the end of the regular season, the difference between being first or second in the West or being like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 and 6 is going to be a few games, maybe a few possessions. You know, so we try to have that sense of urgency, and we know that all the best teams in the world have that sense of urgency. So it's Mike has been great for us. You know, he's a great leader, great teammate, and you know, we're going to need all of these guys, you know, to just keep playing as a team and, you know, keep doing what we do. And when it's playoff time, we're going to be ready to, you know, to be at our best.
Does it motivate you that everyone's talking about the LA teams and you guys are still right there?
I mean, it's been like that. You know,
yeah.
people are always going to talk more about the LA teams. You know, it's a big market, and you know they've been playing great this year, both teams. So it's you know they deserve some attention. You know, we know that at the Jazz we're never going to get as much attention, and it's kind of like who we are.
Stay
as a
on
team,
the radar,
you know,
and then just sneak up
it's
on
the
them.
underdog mentality, and I think that, you know, that gives us a little chip on the shoulder too. You know, to always kind of be considered as the underdog.